You've seen the ads. Manifest in 24 hours, change your life overnight. You've tried the pep talks, the vision boards pinned like prayer flags. This video starts with a different promise, not instant miracles, but a 14-day experiment in consistency. Over the next 2 weeks, you'll watch one person and maybe see yourself choose daily practice over frantic wishing, learning what breaks and what builds. What follows is not a how-to shortcut. It's an invitation to test the muscle of intention. Stay with me. The first mornings are always the most revealing. You start by setting simple rules. 15 minutes each morning, one clear intention, one action toward that intention, and one honest journal sentence at night. No grand claims, no proof posted for likes. This is private practice, a laboratory of your attention. You are promised a different type of feedback, small shifts in mood, a clearer sense of choice, the first faint sign of habit forming. There's a quiet power in making agreements with yourself. Tomorrow morning will ask you to show up, will you? On day 1, you wake, you breathe, you speak your intention into the stillness. Maybe it feels silly, maybe it feels heavy. You plant a pebble instead of a boulder. I want more calm, or I will send one message today. You act once. The day moves and nothing cosmic flips. That's the point. Nothing dramatic happens today, and that's okay. This is the first lesson. Urgency is seductive, but it doesn't build structure. Keep your promise to show up tomorrow, because consistency is patient and invisible at first. By day 3, you notice resistance. It arrives as a small voice. You'll do it tomorrow, or real change needs a sign. Resistance wears polite clothes, fatigue, doubt, a sudden craving for distraction. You might compare this to past attempts that fizzled, and your mind catalogs reasons to stop. This is not failure, it's information. Every habit faces friction. The experiment trains you to recognize the voice and keep moving anyway. Tomorrow will test whether curiosity can outlast resistance. Social media sells instant wins. A screenshot of a check, a lucky coincidence framed as law of attraction proof. You feel the pull. What if you could skip the work? But those wins are often luck, timing, or clever editing. They don't teach you how to steward attention when nothing visible changes. Your experiment is designed to reveal the difference between luck and skill. When you stop chasing the quick spike, you learn to cultivate the slow build. There is a quiet dignity in earning your results. Mid-week, you miss a morning. You tell yourself it's a setback. Instead, you treat it like data. Why did you skip it? Did you plan poorly? Did your intention feel thin? You revise. Maybe you move the practice to evening, or reduce it to 5 minutes. The point isn't perfection, it's responsiveness. Each small failure sharpens the practice into something honest and resilient. The experiment is quietly reshaping your relationship to effort. Keep watching, the pivot is coming. On day 8, something shifts. It's subtle. Tasks become less heavy. Your attention spends less energy doubting. You begin to notice small alignments. A helpful email, a smooth conversation, an unexpected idea. These are not miracles. They're patterns emerging from repeated intention. You've trained your attention to notice and act. This is the sweet spot where discipline and creativity meet. It doesn't scream, it whispers. Lean in and listen, because the most meaningful shifts are often quiet. By day 10, intention starts feeling less like a mental wish and more like a bodily alignment. You walk differently when you expect possibility. You speak differently when you accept small wins. Your body remembers the practice even when your mind wavers. Manifestation stops being a concept and becomes a habit of being. You cultivate conditions for your intentions to grow. This embodiment is the essence of steady power. Tomorrow, you'll test this power in a small, deliberate act. You choose one concrete action. Send that message, enroll in that class, make that call. It's not dramatic, but it's decisive. The outcome is not guaranteed, but the act itself builds confidence and clarifies the path ahead. That single deliberate step proves something important. You are no longer waiting on outside validation to move. The work has become the point. What happens next will help you see why steady practice outlasts instant obsession. As you reach day 14, you notice a rhythm. The practice has taken shape not because you got lucky, but because you showed up. You developed a process, a short morning anchor, a visible next action, and a nightly reflection that honors what you actually did. That routine now supports you in ways flashy results never could. You begin to trust your capacity to create change incrementally. And trust, more than expectation, becomes your most reliable companion. There's still more to explore, but you've already learned something essential. When instant manifestation fails, it's often because it asks you to be a passive receiver of miracles. True practice asks you to become an active gardener. You plant intention, water with attention, and remove weeds of distraction. Sometimes, a bloom appears quickly. Often, it takes seasons. You now have evidence that steady, small actions compound into visible difference. These 14 days didn't create a finished life. They created a disciplined approach you can reuse forever. That approach is the real victory. You started skeptical, maybe even a little hungry for a miracle. You end with a new muscle, the ability to show up, revise, and build quietly. The core message is simple. Instant manifestation often fails because it skips the discipline that turns intention into reality. Consistency is not glamorous, but it compounds into clarity, confidence, and real progress. If you're ready, begin your own 14-day experiment. Choose a tiny practice, commit to it, and track what changes. Share your experience below. Your story can help someone else begin. Subscribe to follow more experiments. Share this with a friend who needs steady encouragement, and comment the one small action you'll take today. You've practiced patience and turned wishing into work. Keep going.